Well, hey guys, welcome back to OB Outdoors. Well, I am so excited for this info segment, all right? If you guys have been following me around for a while on the YouTube channel, Facebook page, whatever, I'm sure you guys have noticed that, you know, I've been running the basic power drive trolling motor from Minn Kota. And, well, thanks to the Reel Shot, I've been upgraded to Minn Kota's new trolling motor, the Ulterra, all right? And, well, we're on our way up to Appleton here, to the Reel Shot's Appleton West location to pick it up. And, well, I can't wait to get my hands on this beautiful piece of machinery, all right? On this info segment here, we're going to cover the unboxing, basic install, and some of the features and use once we get it up and into the water. So it's going to be a pretty big info segment, so we're going to get that started right now. That's a huge fish. That's a big one. Look at this, just a full Christmas tree. Had a mark come up on the screen and just smoked the number 3 clown wrap. That is exactly what we came for, guys. I mean, that is just something right there. Good to go. Good to go. All right, guys, well, we got home from the Reel Shot last night. Had some other things going on, so the most I could do with the motor was unload it. And, well, it's been sitting in the box and it's been killing me, so I guess the time has come to rip it open and see what we got. Got the prop, got some hardware, manuals, info, such as that. Networking cable, looks like the charger for the remote. A little cigarette lighter attachment for the power. The remote, all right. Some kind of strap that I don't know what it's for yet. Time will tell. That's it. All right. Let's take a peek at this bad boy. And more cardboard. And there we have it. Wow, that is something right there. All right, guys, well, I got the unboxing all done here. All right, everything's laying out on the floor all nice and pretty. Hopefully it'll stay this way, but we all know how it goes in a boat, so it's not going to stay this pretty for that long. The next step here, we're going to get the old power drive off, and good news for me is this is a 24-volt Ulterra, all right? It's a 24-volt power drive. All the electricals already ran and everything like that, so it's going to be a couple quick splices for the electrical on it, all right? I'm not sure with the mounting holes. I might be drilling some new holes and stuff for that. The Ulterra seems to be a lot wider compared to the power drive, so that's why I'm thinking that my mounting holes are going to be a little bit different, but time's going to tell, and well, it's time to get the old power drive off, and as I say, out with the old and in with the new. All right, so in a perfect world, you're gonna wanna have this right in the center of your bow, all right, or as close to as possible, all right? I have a plug in here for my navigational lights, and I'm not gonna be able to get that in the center, all right? I'm not gonna relocate this plug, but you know, if you can, do it, all right? I'm not doing it, but you should. There's also a keyway right in the middle of the base here, and you wanna get the edge or the start of the keyway right to the edge of the boat, all right? Just so that it's flush, all right? So I'm about a 1/4 inch off, all right? Get it all lined up where you want, all right? I am gonna have a ram mount hooked up on the head there just to help with, you know, stabilizing it a little bit more on, you know, some Lady Bago's big rollers, all right? So we're gonna keep it pretty much where it is right now, all right? Once you get it all lined up where you want and as close to the center as you want, that's when you're gonna take off your sides here just to make sure you can get everything off and mark your holes and start drilling. All right, so what we're gonna do now here, now we have access to this side, all right? I'm actually gonna be able to get 3 holes in here, all right? And so I'm gonna have this with 5 different mounting screws, which is gonna be nice. But we're gonna pop this little spring, or I guess this little dampener or shock off here. And to do that, we're just gonna remove these little clips. All right, so this is all the hardware right here. All right, should have 6 of everything. I got one started here just to give you guys a little picture of what is going on. This little flat washer here is going to go right underneath the bolt. All right, the bolt's going to go through the mounting base on the Minn Kota. All right, you're going to have the bolt going through your mounting surface. All right, then underneath your mounting surface, you're going to have the rubber grommet, rubber washer right here. All right, flat washer underneath that, and then a locking nut right under there. All right, the right side of the unit, you're going to start these before you install it. All right, you're going to leave the heads up and then plop the head, and then this flat washer over the top of that. Make sure this flat washer is going to go and right upside the flat side of the mounting surface on each side. So if we're on the right side, it's going to be facing in like this. If we're on the left side, it's going to be facing in like that. All right, just so that that flat portion right there is facing in on either side. So we're going to get to installing that right now.
Right now it's just like a guessing game, trying to line up these holes here. So just like the other side, you're going to want these flat portions of the washer facing in towards this mounting plate. So as long as we, holy cow, hit that one on the first try. All right, we'll take that.
All right, well, we got all the bolts tightened down here. This thing is not going anywhere. All right, the trailer might, but this thing sure isn't. All right, we're gonna get this little shock pop back on here. Let's see if we can here. All right, get these little C-clips back on. Some wheel nose here. All right, so the hardware portion for this install is practically all done right now, all right? The only thing left is the prop, and that's gonna be one of the last things, if not the last thing that we're gonna be installing, all right? Now I had an idea in my head of, you know, how I was gonna network this and, you know, run the iPilot link system, but it's not too efficient. So what I did was I overnighted some parts. They're gonna be here tomorrow, and what it's gonna allow me to do is run a switch system, you know, for the time being, all right? You know, switching between the front bow mount transducer or the rear transom transducer, all right, and with a flip of the switch. And until I'm able to get a head unit on the bow here that's iPilot link compatible, that's, you know, what's going to work for now, all right? So those parts are going to be here tomorrow, and then we're going to leave all the wiring and all the other stuff just sitting here until I get those parts here tomorrow and know where I want them. All right, guys, well, it's been a while since I first installed the Ulterra, right? And I had some change of hearts since, you know, setting everything up. And the first thing was getting a brand new head unit up front, all right? Now, the way I spoke originally about having a switch transducer system and, you know, just having one unit running on a console originally, it wasn't worth it, so I broke into the old piggy bank and went out and purchased a new 859, all right, for the up front. So I got one on the console, one on the dash. The bow here, and I've got a networked unit down underneath here, and they're all linked, all right? Beautiful setup, all right? I did it the right way. I took back the other stuff that I got in, well, now me and Boomer and the rest of the family are up north here, and we're hunting down some muskies, all right? We've had some great footage already on that, but it's been fun. So anyways, to get back onto the Ulterra, right, we're gonna go over a few different things that this thing does, all right? And seeing we're up here on the this point here. I had a follow-up here yesterday, so I'm gonna fish this. And I've already got some tracks programmed in for the iPilot link system, but we're really not gonna go over that because that's a whole thing in itself, but we're just gonna go over what's in the Ulterra, right? So we're gonna go and we're gonna deploy this originally and the first time here with the pedal, all right? And by doing this, we're gonna hit the mode button, so the Ulterra settings pop up. We're gonna hit the center button here twice to get the motor to deploy. Now that is what you call slick, all right? That is awesome right there. All right, so now it's in the water and we're fishing. Now what I like to do is I like to, run without the Ulterra mode on, all right? So I'll leave that off for now so I can just run this normally and fish this point like I'm going to here right now, all right? So now we're fishing, all right? Very simple, very easy. Now I gotta say one thing here, this pedal is getting hard for me to get used to because I'm used to the old power drive pedal with the left and right buttons and stuff. This pedal still has that capability by going with the left and right lower buttons here of the pedal, which also do the trim of the motor. Now if you want to trim that motor up or down, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the Ulterra mode, all right? And we're gonna hit the right button to go down more or the left button to go up more. So we're just gonna go up a little bit and we can trim that just how we want, all right? That is really slick. All right, so I'm just gonna get us on the point here and anchor us there, and we're gonna go over a few more different modes that this does, all right? All right, so we're around the point now, all right? So we're still in the Ulterra mode, all right, because the light is on, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back and we're gonna stow it. So the same way we deployed it, we're just gonna hit that same center lower button once, and it's bringing it up, all right? That is what you call slick. The best thing here about being networked, all right, is you're gonna have all the features that the pedal offers practically in each of the units, all right? So either the front or the back. And say you're running on plane or something like that, and as you're coming off plane, you're just about ready to stop and get fishing in your next spot, you can go into your power button here, all right? And the first setting, at least on the 859s here, is gonna be deploy Ulterra, all right? So we're gonna select that now, and boom, it's gonna it's gonna do its magic, all right? Like I said, this unit is awesome, all right? So, like I said, this also works on the console, all right? I'm just doing it up here for, demonstration purposes. We can also stow it from here, all right? So we'll stow it back up. And there she goes. All right, guys, so we're gonna go over the last ability I have to run this motor, all right? And that's gonna be in the iPilot Link remote, all right? Love this remote. We're not gonna get into any of the features of the iPilot Link system, all right? Awesome, awesome system, all right? I'm just loving it, like I said, but that'll be on a future video, all right? So if you guys are liking what you're seeing, remember to subscribe, all right? So to get this to deploy or stow anywhere in the boat again, just gonna hit the up button and deploy, all right? Very simple, very easy, all right? Going up and down. Now this has a safety buffer on it that you have to hit 2 buttons twice to stow or deploy it, all right? Very cool in case you got it in your pocket, or in my case, in case a dog walks over it and it's accidentally on the bottom of the boat, all right? It's not gonna automatically pop up and stow and deploy on you, all right? We are going to then run the trim, all right? To run the trim, again, up or down, and there it goes, all right? Very, very cool. And remember, whatever setting you leave it at, after you stow it, that is the same setting that it will redeploy at, all right? And on the left side of the screen here, it'll show you how it's up or down, or how deep or shallow that this motor is in the water, right? So it's very, very slick that way, all right? So to get this up, we're just gonna hit the up button again and stow, and that's it. Pros and cons of this motor. You're seeing a big pro right here, up and down by yourself, hands-free operation, all right? So awesome. Paired up with the Humminbird systems, the networking capabilities this has with the iPilot Link. Phenomenal, phenomenal system. I don't even know how I fished without this before, all right? Very, very cool. I guess cons, it is a pretty wide unit, but it's got a lot going on in front, all right? So I wouldn't even call that a con, all right? One thing on my side end here, when I got this unit, I actually had a bad control head in there, all right? And the good news, I guess, about that was that I got to deal with Minn Kota's customer service. Very flawless. I was on the phone with them for less than 4 or 5 minutes, and they had a new control head overnighted to me the next day within 24 hours, all right? So they had never heard of it. All the guys I've talked to never heard of you know, Minn Kota coming out with a bad head unit, but hey, that happens. You never know what happens in that shipping process, right? So I'm not affiliated with Humminbird, not affiliated with Minn Kota or Lake Master or anything like that, but I gotta say, awesome systems, and I recommend them. You know, I'd do this all over again, I definitely would. And you know, big shout out to the Real Shot. All right, they got me hooked up with everything here. I told them this is what I wanted, and what do I need to get this done. They got me hooked up and did it right, all right? And well, that's why you go to a pro shop, all right? You know, with whitetail season coming in here for a lot of you guys watching this, you know, they are big on archery, bow hunting, all right? They got some sweet new products in there, all right? Check them out on their website, therealshot.com, all right? If you ever need any questions, you got questions about gear, questions about tactics or whatever, give them a call too, and you can hook up with them, and they'll point you in the right direction. Awesome guys there. Great to talk to. Once you start talking fishing or hunting, well, make sure you got your schedule free, because that can go for a while, all right? So it's great. Well, you know, I want to get some more action this week. I've had some awesome action and some heartbreaking action already this week. And if you guys are subscribed on YouTube, you're seeing the button there. I appreciate if you click that. Or if you're following me around on the Facebook page, facebook.com/OBOutdoors, you've been seeing this action right with me, and you're going to see it here once I get the videos uploaded. So, but we fished these little areas here, and without any lucks or fouls. So I think we're going to take a jog across the lake here and continue on our little Hayward rendezvous here up in the north woods of Wisconsin. So I guess from me and Boomer here at the back of the boat, who's taking a breather, until next time, tight lines, stay dry.